This is the story of a child. This child had two parents, like every child. But unlike every child, something different happened in this child's story, and now this child is an orphan. But how did this happen? How does a child become an orphan? Well, maybe the family was poor and the child's parents couldn't take care of themselves or their children. Perhaps the parents contracted HIV/AIDS, dysentery, or another treatable disease, but they couldn't treat it and they were lost. Maybe the parents were killed by local soldiers. Maybe they gave in to alcohol and drugs to ease the pain of their difficult lives. Maybe the parents entered lives of crime, gangs, or prostitution and had to leave the child behind. Maybe they gave the child away because the child was a girl, and in their society, girls are not as valuable as boys. It may have happened because of many of these factors, but it happened. And now, this child is an orphan. As an orphan, this child has to walk through the world alone, with no parents to love them, provide for them, or protect them. This orphan now has limited access to the things every child needs: education, medical care, food, safety, and love. And here is where we see the cycle of this story. This orphan is now poor, in fact one of the poorest members of society. This orphan is easily preyed upon sexually by adults with HIV/AIDS and other communicable diseases. This orphan is easily coerced or forced into military services as a child soldier. This orphan may turn to alcohol or drugs as relief from their oppressive life or as a source of income. This orphan may turn to a life of crime or prostitution just to make money to live. And next, this orphan grows up and has children, and the cycle continues. And the story is always the same. Or is it? What if we could stop this cycle by stepping into the cycle and providing for orphans, caring for them, protecting them, loving them? We can help orphans from becoming the poorest, most vulnerable portion of society. We can help them live fruitful, healthy, educated, happy lives. And when that happens, the cycle stops. And when the cycle stops, the story changes. The new story becomes about a child who grows up healthy and loved. It becomes about a child who becomes a parent of their own children, and those children are healthy and loved, and their children are healthy and loved, and so on and so on and so on. And the cycle comes to a stop. Together, we can change the world. Together, we can change the story. Rescue an orphan. Change the world.